Well, hello there, folks, and Happy New Year. I know this is late to say Happy New Year, but I was busy doing nothing, enjoying and wasting my time. I should have been doing stuff, but I was wasting my time doing other things. But I want to thank you guys for showing up. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Toke Freely, and I'm your host, Mr. Reese. So today we have another new marijuana, like we always do, And that's one reason you had to see me, because it really wasn't nothing new out there. And then it was cold and snowing, and I was like, you know what? I was just gonna have to make another show another day. So the name of our weed today. Oh, but before I get started, I ask that you please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, hit the bell, hit the notification bell, so you know when you get my next videos, and check out my other endeavors with Soul Time, with Country and Mysteries. And I said I was bringing a new way to do it back, but I haven't, but I will, and I promise that I will. It's just been a lot of crazy stuff going on, and I really hadn't had a chance to get to it. But I promise you, folks, I will get back to it. And like I said, it's going to be a whole different show. So I'm working on the aspects of it. I've already worked on the aspects of it. I just have to bring it to you. And I ask that you check out my merchandise for Toke Freely. I had been given the wrong email address, website address, I'm sorry. And so I'm going to clear that up on every show I do now. I'm clear that up so I can, excuse me, so I can sell some garments. Okay. And folks, I want you to check them out because they're really nice garments. Everybody seems to like them. But the website you go to is www. Uh, www.tokefreelytokegear.store. So Toke Freely Toke Gear is one word. So it's www.tokefreelytokegear.store. And you will see all my merchandise up there. It's over 100 things, I think it's close to 100. If not 100, it's close to it. So come on by there, check me out. 420 is coming up. So get your shirts ahead of time. While you token freely, you can be wearing some Toke Freely t-shirts, representing the weed smokers. So today, I think that's it. So thank you. So today, the name of our marijuana is called Face Off. You see that? There you go, Face Off. I don't know what it means, but let me show you what it looks like. Uh-oh. Okay, there you go. See, this basically just green from what I can see. Let you get a nice good shot of it. All right, there we go. So I'm looking at some green, a little red, no, a lot of red. And that looks like that's basically it. There's a little yellow, a little blonde in here. So some green, some red, and some blonde. Nice colors. See it smell. It's got a very, very sweet aroma. Sort of a familiar aroma, like I've smelled it before. THC level is high on this one, folks. I can smell that. That's high. But other than that, it's very, I want to say fruity-ish, put it that way. With that wangy smell behind it. It's kind of like a wangy smell. I don't know if that's part of how it grows or what they use, chemicals in it or whatever. But overall, it's a very nice smell. Can't complain about the smell. So let's toke the joint. So I hope you folks, had a safe holiday, and New Year's, because I know you didn't see me on. I didn't have any shows. I don't think scheduled for those, you know. And plus, I was with my family and my grandkids and stuff like that. And we get commercials on commercial-free music. Ain't that nice? That's so nice. I searched this music for hours of searching. It's supposed to say commercial free, and the commercial come on. But anyway, here we go. I did smoke a joint when I got the weed, but that was some hours ago. About maybe, oh wow, it's been like 3 hours ago. So that's gone. But right off the bat, it's nice. smooth, got some kick to it, you know. But overall, it's got a like nothing. What's the name of this stuff again? Face Off OG. So it's an OG. I can tell you it's a sativa right now. It's not an indica. Very nice. Now the aroma don't smell like the weed. You get more of the wangy smell from the aroma than you do with smell it right out. You know, it's like the wangy smell and bark. It don't smell sweet like it tastes. Now it tastes very sweet. So this is kind of the weed that I would like to have, you know, as a stash because take a small toke off of it. Because I know, see, I know this is a kicker here. You guys like smoke them big blunts. But guys, you know, I watch my brothers them. They smoke them big old blunts. And they don't, well, they very seldom cough. But they don't. Man, I take one pull off of it. And I can't smoke no more. Eyes watering, about to lose my breath. Because I don't like smoking in them tobacco leaves. It just, you know, like my brother just started recently using these ones. I think I told you before. He supposed to been bringing me some. He never had the time. But he's been smoking these ones that they're 100% something. I forgot what they were, but they don't have a taste. All you taste is the weed. They don't get that. You don't get that tobacco taste off of it. And I really like those papers. Like every time I tell him to give me some, he never get them. But I'm gonna have to find them myself and get them and show them to you. You know, you only get like 2 in a pack because they make for blunts. But uh, I did know. I did see a 4-pack once when I was with me and Country was at the store one day. I did see a 4-pack of it. You know, but all you weed. See, that was too big of a pull. Excuse me, folks. But this is part of the game. It's part of the show. So let me think. What's been going on? So, if you saw the New Year shows, they were all boring. I glanced through them, was not impressed off of any of them. I guess because everybody was scared to come out, and if you had to come out, you had to have your shot ticket or whatever the hell they. Excuse me. Let me get this out of my system. Excuse me. Whew, this is some strong weed. Face off. Yeah, it would take your face off. You would cough your face off. Okay, I'm gonna highly recommend this right off the bat. Look like I'm seeing double. Seeing 2 of me's. So what was I talking about? See, this shit got me forgot what I was talking about. Oh, about the New Year shows. They were so boring. I didn't even. I think I spent 5 minutes on each one of them watching them and got bored with all of it. And we're back to watching, I think, YouTube or something like that. Oh, let me see what else. Even on New Year's Day, where I live at here, underwhelming. I think people decided to say they bullets this year, not shoot up in the sky like they did. You heard a few gunshots, but nothing like you would hear normally on normal year. It was like a pow pow pow, and every now and then a pow, and I was like, that was it. So this, I might have to use this ammunition for somebody else. So, gonna be wasting it up in the sky. But I hope that you know, everybody have a good year this year. Hopefully, we don't have to keep worrying about these new variants on this COVID thing. Even though they're trying to force these vaccines down your throat, I just say for the people who don't want to take them, be diligent, and the people who want to take them, hey, good luck. That's all I can say about that. Good luck. You know, I'm not convinced. that the shots do anything. I'm not convinced. So, and it's just me, my opinion. I don't, because I know people are arguing you down about that stuff, man. So, I'm not here to make an argument for it or against it. I just say, maybe do a little more research, and see how other people react to it, and if you think you need to take the shot, then you take the shot, you know. And if people who don't, you know, want to take the jab, as everybody say on YouTube, because they're scared to say they demonetize you if you say the wrong thing, blah blah blah. So they don't monetize you for that. Okay, what is blibber? They're gonna have Google looking forever. What is blibber blap mean? It means blibber to the blap. Blibber blap. Okay. So I just wish everybody that had a happy, you were happy, you were safe, you were disease free, and we're gonna have a positive look on the new year. We're gonna use our collective spiritual powers to vanish all these diseases, and we can do it, folks. Our spiritual power is the most powerful thing on this earth. People, they give you all these drugs and foods in the drugs in the food and everything to break your spiritual power down. But believe me, you have everybody has an aura. Some of it is, well, everybody don't have an aura, but everybody can possess an aura. Put it that way. And it depends on how much energy you extend to others. So when I mean energy, I mean like, you know, goodness is energy. Fairness is energy. You know, equalness is a form of energy. All those things are good vibes that brings energy. And the more that you give these things and unwillingly give these things. I mean, yeah, unconditionally give these things. Your aura grows stronger. So some people, have an aura that can be seen, and some people have an aura that can't be seen. But everybody can possess an aura. It depends on the amount of energy that you're willing to extend. And I'm not talking about energy as far as, physically doing something, you know, because even though if you was uh, in a steadfast place, if you stood fast, you stood where you were, that's energy. You're using energy. You're like a battery that constantly recharges itself. You know, but we recharge ourselves through sleep and through nourishment, and through stuff like that. But we just really just balls of energy. Energy, muscles, tendons, brains, and bones. But all that constitutes an energy. And if people use this energy, see, when people tell you negative stuff all the time, that's like it's like somebody throwing dots at a light bulb. It's like a huge light bulb, and somebody's throwing dots at it, but the dot don't actually one dot don't actually put the bulb out, knock the light out. It takes thousands of them, thousands of them. And if the energy of the light is not strong enough to fight off the darkness of the dots, they will penetrate. So that light has to be strong. You understand what I'm saying? So the darkness can't penetrate it. But when you have constantly those dots, dark dots coming at you from all angles, and everybody telling you your thinking is wrong. Oh, excuse me. Wow, every time I get in here, I belch. It's crazy. But anyway, that felt good though. Get that out. But when constantly getting those dots thrown at you, and thrown into your light, it can eventually cover your light. And you can't let that do that. It makes you vulnerable, and it makes you susceptible. If somebody was telling you, hey, Johnny, you sick, and you like, no, I'm not sick. But they come every day and they tell you that every day. Every day they tell you, hey, Johnny, you sick. Man, I ain't sick. Hey, Johnny, you sick. I'm not sick. Hey, Johnny, I think you're sick. You start thinking. Johnny starts thinking, damn, I might be sick, Well, go to them and they'll tell you, well, you know what the symptoms, you know how I know you're sick? I can see the symptoms. Well, what symptoms? This is that. You can't sleep. You can't eat. You're getting headaches. You sweat. You know, oh yeah, I do. Those things do happen. You know, man, maybe, listen, folks, maybe I am sick. You know, maybe I do have what you say I have because you were able to see it and I wasn't. You know, so and I know you looking out for me. I know that. My best interest is in mind. You have my best interest in mind, and I appreciate that. So, what do you suggest? Well, you know, we got this new experimental medicine, and it works for all those things that is bothering you. You know, it helps you sleep, help you eat. You know, it even gets rid of crow's eyes. I mean, crow's feet. You even get rid of that. Make your skin smoother, everything. It's just benefit 100%. Well, hell, shoot me with that stuff. You know, then you wake up one day and your leg is on the other side of the bed and your eyeball is hanging out, your ear has disappeared. And you be like, well, damn, what happened? What? And you go to the guy and say, man, you said that medicine was going to cure all these things. You know, he said, well, man, I told you it was experimental. That's what they gonna say. That's what they gonna say. Well, I told you it was experimental. Shit, I told you it would help those things. You know, didn't it help? You know, and that's sort of the situation we're in right now, folks. It's just you have to watch what you say, how you say it, how it's presented, because people get so offended, you know. And I don't understand this level of offense that people get unless you know somebody is trying to offend you. You know, you shouldn't be ready to take the advice of others if they don't have the knowledge and if somebody feeding it to them. You know, that's where research come in, folks. You ever heard of research and stuff? You know, when you put into a position that you feel like you have no choice, that's when you have a choice. And I'm being real now, folks. You know, whenever you feel like you're in a position, my father taught me this. Whenever you feel like you're in a position where you can't do something, that's when you have the choice to do something. It just takes the guts to do it. You know, and you might have to suffer, and you might have to pay the price. You know, and you just may have to pay the consequences of whatever that may lead to you. But if you believe in something, you should never let a person uh, talk you into something else, even if your thinking is wrong. You know, you have to pay the consequences of those wrong thinking. But never let nobody else change your thinking, even if you turn out to be wrong. You know, you just have to make them prove to you that you're wrong. You know, because anybody tell you anything, and everybody will agree to anything. See, right now they got us locked between a rock and a hard place. Either you take the shot, or these are the consequences. And for the people that's like, well, I can't afford, to miss, a paycheck. I got bills to pay. I got all this debt and all this shit. I don't have very much of I don't have much of a choice, in order to do that. And that's what I'm saying when they back you into that corner. I'm not telling people, just to give up your livelihood or do whatever you have to do. But if you feel strongly against something, I suggest you stand up for it. You know, because if you're going to lose, you're going to lose. I'm not going to get into, like I said, you have to watch what you say now here because they want to demonetize everything you say. But you have to understand when you've been led into something and you willingly walked into it. You understand what I'm saying? Because sometimes you think you've willingly have walked into it, but you've been led you know, and you would take offense to that because you think that you believe that you made up your own mind, and that's your decision, and you know what's best for you. And I say to those people, good thinking. That's all I can say. It takes a logical mind. It may not be right, but that was your logical conclusion to your situation. And I respect that. But don't expect people to think like you think because you think what you're thinking is logical because it may as well be illogical. It may be wrong. So why would you want to drag other people down with you? You know, if you turn out to be wrong and those people turn out to be right. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I say people have been put into between a rock and a hard place because it's like either you're on my side or you're on the wrong side. It's not either or. It's either this side or you're on the wrong side. You know, and it's not fair to the people that's on the other side because they have other feelings, religious or spiritual or trust issues, and they just don't want to, swallow, what's being fed to them. They watching you, eat the porridge, but to them the porridge look like shit, you know, and you like, hey, this is some good porridge. Try some, you know, and they like, no, that look like and smell like shit to me. You can continue to eat that. Oh, so you don't want my porridge? You too good for my porridge? You understand? People slaved all day long to make this porridge, and you don't like it? No, I don't like it. Well, who you think you is? What makes you so special? You see what hat leads? Nah, motherfucker, you gonna eat this porridge, whether you want to or not. You like, well, no, I'm not gonna eat it. Oh yeah, we had to eat it. You gonna eat it, and once you eat it, you gonna enjoy it. It's going to be a delicious. It's going to be the best porridge you've ever had. You understand what I'm saying? You know, and the more you refuse, the angrier the other people get because they have already made that decision. You know, and now they feel alone, and now they have doubt. You see what I'm saying? So y'all go ahead and eat the porridge. I'm sure it's delicious. Just a little point Mr. Reese is making for all you logical folks out there that's so brainy and so smart, so intelligent, Harvard graduates and all you know, intellectual human beings, to put it that way. You could probably learn a lot from me, believe it or not. I know I talk a lot of BS, but, like I tell people, I'm not a smart man, I'm a wise man. And men like me are hard to find. That was some good ass weed. That was some. I recommend you go get you some face off and get your face off because that was delicious. It was strong, delicious, got me high and I talking stupid. And now we're going to rate the weed. Excuse me, folks. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Ready. Okay, for the smell. Smell is awesome. It's great. Like a fruity, little bit floral. Excuse me again, folks. Every time I went to cough, make my nose. Okay. That's how you can tell I'm smoking good weed. Okay, but anyway, for the smell, I'm gonna get a smell. Let me see. Let me smell it. Cause I do like the smell. Okay, that's around an eight. I'm gonna get a smell of eight. Taste, taste is great. No aftertaste, no chemical taste. It is potent and it's high in THC. I'm gonna get a taste of nine. Flavor, the flavor's great. I can't taste. I didn't taste anything bad about it or nothing chemical about it. It was nice, smooth, strong, but nice, smooth, good tasting weed. I'm gonna get a flavor of 9 as well. You know what? Maybe I should bump that smell up. I'm gonna bump the smell up to an 8 because if I could give the taste and the flavor a 9, I mean to a 9, the smell deserves a 9 too. Because it is a good smell. It is a good. It, like I said, it has that hinge of that twanginess to it. So sometimes some of them weeds have, that wangy smell. But it was behind the floral fruity smell. So, and some of the best weeds I ever smoked and had smelled like that. So I'm gonna at least give it a 9. So for the texture, oh, I didn't even check the texture. My fault, folks. So let's check the texture. It's nice. It's dry. Crumbles up very nicely. All right, I like that. Okay, we're gonna get a texture another 9. It's almost a 10. Well, I'm gonna see. That could be a 10. Let's see. It does crumble up just like I like. Yep, we're gonna give it a 10. Yep, the smell. We're gonna give it a 10 because that's a perfect texture. Okay, buzzer high. Okay, I got high off this weed right away. But like I said, I did smoke a joint like 3, 4 hours, about 3 hours before this one. You know, so the buzzer high is very high in early in the joint. So I'm gonna give it a 7. Point of peak about the same thing, about 3/4 down on the joint. I'm gonna give it a 7 as well. Okay, accessibility. Okay, I bought it today. I'm sure they got a lot of it, so I'm gonna give accessibility a 10. Quality. Overall quality is a 10. I don't have nothing really to complain about. Nothing. Nothing. So I'm going to get a quality of 10. Okay. Potency. Potency, okay, I've had stronger weed. But for this weed, the potency was right on the money. It hit you early. It was strong. I'm going to give it a 9. And coughability. There will be coughability. I don't like to go high on the coughability because, like I say, my lungs ain't like the young guy's lungs. So I'm gonna give a coughability a 6. All right. So give me a minute, folks, and let me add this up. I thought I had this ready, but I didn't. So let's see, where's the calculator? There it is. All right. So we gave the smell a 9. We gave the taste a 9 as well. Let me see. We gave the flavor a 9. Excuse me. We gave the texture a 10 because that is a perfect 10. So, plus 10. Gave buzz a high 7. Also gave point of peak a 7. Gave accessibility a 10. Let's see. We gave the quality a 10. Potency, I gave it a 9. I might be a little cheap on the potency. And comfortability, I gave a 6. That equals, folks, 86. Okay. That's a very, very, that's a great, actually. Let's see. Okay. So, today, our score for the face-off is an 86 for January 2022. Our weed, first, it's actually the first weed of the year because I haven't did no show. It gets an 86, and that's a great. So, and I recommend you go get it. And would I buy it again? I forgot to write that. Yes, I would buy it again. Uh, it was great weed. I recommend it. It tastes good, smell good, get you high, and everything else. So, folks, I hope you enjoyed the show. I try not to make them too long anymore. I mean, I haven't got any complaints about it, but sometimes maybe I feel like I be going on a little bit too long. So I'm gonna try to work on that. So I want to thank you folks for showing me some love and coming by here today, you know. And don't forget, to check out my other shows and check out some of my merchandise because we really need you to help. And I do have a PayPal. It's $ toke freely, not with a capital. It's just toke freely, one word. Yeah, $ toke freely. That's it. And if you want to, you can give to that. That's my PayPal account, you know. And until the next time we meet, well, until the next time I see you, and until the next time we meet, God bless and toke free. Bye bye.